Hello, hello. Hello, Helen. How are you doing?
Hi, how are you?
Oh, crap. I forgot. My bad. My sound was muted. Sorry about that. I was like, wait, where is the voice? I was like, hey, what? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Pretty good. Are you ready for the Chinese culture chat?
Yeah,
for
it should be
the about
interesting.
the yeah, it'll be a live. We're gonna talk about a little bit about the lifestyle, or I would say like on the I will show you guys some of the interesting things, like the differences between the U.S. and China, like some that we have, and sometimes and the things that the U.S. don't have that stuff. Like, yeah, it'd be really interesting topic to do. Yeah,
Okay.
and, yeah. Where, uh, I got Scott here. Everything. Yeah. I think okay. This is one example. Like, do we have this in the U.S.? This is the Chinese jasmine tea. It's like a drink,
I, I don't think so.
right? See, this is like a lifestyle already. Like, this is a jasmine green tea. It came out the bottle. It's like a drink, and then well, it's a three kwai. It's three kwai 3 yuan. In China, it's really really cheap. You can get it from any stores. They have it. And then this one's one really popular one, as well as the black tea and the green tea. So a lot of, when we on the way here to out to work, or we just grab this drink to go while on the way. And also like um, sometimes I go we have like a 7-Eleven store too over here, and then we just go there and have a lot of like Chinese food, Chinese breakfast and stuff. Yeah, it's yeah, and then also we have like different breakfast type. You know how um the like in U.S. we have like bacon, eggs, and sausage and stuff like that, scrambled eggs. But like we here, like in China, we don't have that stuff. Like it's complete way different than the U.S. breakfast style. So we have a different kind, and we have like what is what baozi is like a bun, a baozi.
Mhm.
Yeah. So basically, that is the it's like a dumpling, but instead of a dumpling looking, it's a round. It's like a round one, and inside is stuffed with the meat, either pork, beef, or lamb, on the mixture of different vegetables like
Mhm.
celery or carrots or bok choy. Um, in Beijing, the most localized baozi is the it's called the dill. It's like a different. It's like a vegetable. It's not. Oh, it's like a Chinese chives. Have you heard the green Chinese green onion? Have you heard about that? No. Yeah. So those are like the two most like popular flavor that in China. Yeah. And we also like eat those fried dough looking thing. And here's I'll see if I can show you some like example of it. Um it's like that. Hold on. I will. Hi Darcy.
Sorry, I'm late, boss.
It's all right. It's okay. No problem.
I was spreading vicious rumors on Facebook.
Oh no. Yeah. Here I'll show you like this kind of the breakfast called the yo chows. It's a fried dough, and we eat that for breakfast. So it's way complete different as in the U.S. that we have like scrambled egg and bacon sausages and stuff. Yeah.
Is there
Like that.
bananas in there anywhere?
Is it kind of
But
sweet?
Fried bananas?
it will no, it's the flavor is neutral. You don't have any like it's just fried dough. You can
That
dip
sounds
the
healthy. That sounds really healthy.
yeah, you can dip the sauce like this, dip like that, like soy sauce or like some other sauces or like sugar if you want to. But also it go with the doujiang is like the soy is like well how is it? It's not soy milk. It's like a well we can call it soy milk. Yeah, but doujiang is like
Soybean?
um yeah, soybean, the same, and it's like a good mixture of youtiao plus that. It's like a good combo for the Chinese lifestyle. Also, we have this thing called Jianbing. It's like a Chinese be Jianbing. Yeah, the Chinese pancakes like that,
Mm.
or it's called crepes. Yeah, like that, or like that. And inside you can stuff the fried dough inside. And this is that like particular this one is typically like a Tianjin style. Inside they stuff the fried the youtiao inside. And yeah, and that's like that there's making it and stuff. And you see like it's like the pancakes, right? It's way completely different as the Chinese pancake style, as you can see right there. And yeah, 6小时. And also like how this is the Beijing local one. How God, like that. This like a set meal for Beijing lifestyle for the breakfast. It's like super Beijing style. So this is instead the fried dough as like the noodle style. This one right here, they make it like a flat one,
Hmm.
and this one is the baozi that we're talking about. The bun stuffed was like meat and vegetable inside, and this interesting one, which is called a fried how like it's like well this is like inside what inside is like different intestines. You like the you have the all the like the what's that called the lawns the other pigs like the lawns and the like no there's no kidney inside though like there is
That would be too
um
good, right?
yeah that's way too much stuff. So they have here what do they have inside their what's that like the
Stomach, probably tripe,
yeah stomach and then
intestines.
intestines like their like
Right.
guts and stuff.
Yeah, I haven't eaten breakfast yet.
Yeah,
So
so
you
he's
can,
like good. And it had a little bit liver like the liver inside and then intestines and then lungs. Yeah, it's like super like local um yeah. And if you come to Beijing, like visit to Beijing here, and this is like a Beijing street, like local food. If you like it, then you love it. If you don't, you not do it. Yeah. So either or. Yeah. So this one is like cause I can eat that because when I was little I get used to it, you know, and that's like pretty much like a set thing. Yeah, like a meal with that, and it's like a Beijing food. Yeah.
so does the average kitchen in China not have an oven? In Indonesia, ovens are very, very sparse. That's why everybody fries everything
Yeah,
because they don't have an oven.
yeah, that's a good question. Um, In China, like I think my family, cause we're kind of like have the mixture of American and the Chinese, and then well, my family was I think my family in China we do have an oven, but why we don't like use a lot of it, a lot, cause well cause I think that like cause I remember my mom only baked like once when I was in this is in China, and then rest of it we use a lot of the wok, and then we stir
Yeah.
fry a lot, and then we do like soups and stuff.
Yeah.
We that's like we do a lot of the wok thing, like chow, just the chow fan, like fried rice and stuff, noodles,
Well,
and that's yeah,
yeah, I'm trying to stay away from fried foods because
right,
of my rather mature age.
yeah,
And it's in Asia, it's very difficult to get away from fried foods because everything is fried. I mean, they
right,
even fry the vegetables. I mean, everything is fried. So I bought a steamer, and I mean, you have to go out of your way to try to stay away from all this oil. The oil that they sell in the stores here to locals, I mean, and everybody's got to cook in Indonesia. And I don't know about China. Probably, maybe it's not the same. There's maybe not as many domestic workers in China, but even the maids have maids in Indonesia, and they go through just literally gallons of oil because they just use like 8 times too much, and they cook it hot, it's smoking all over the place, and I mean they do everything wrong, everything. They fry their fish so hot it just smells up the whole neighborhood.
dang. Yeah, for hi Leah, nice to meet you. I'm Jerry, and hi Susan. Yeah,
And
we're
Helen,
just gonna
hi Helen.
hello, and then we're just talking about like the lifestyle, and then like for me is kind of I have the both side of it from American side as the Chinese side. Yeah, and then so what's the difference between the like the lifestyle over here and in back when I was in US is pretty much like from the special like in the morning like for me was like I was at work on the way to work, right? I usually um go go this like a breakfast like a restaurant or just like a food stand to go get grab food, and they have no seats or anything like that. It just uh, stay in the line, and then it's like which one you want to order, and then right now that in China we always use the WeChat Pay or the Alipay. Then we don't have we don't bring any cash anymore, and then just like like a QR code over there, and just like use a phone like you scan it and it'd be all set to transfer the money to them. And then it's really like convenient right now that you can just go anywhere with just your phone in China. And then um so what I ate was the baozi that we're talking about, the Chinese the buns that was inside have stuffed meat inside, like meat, vegetables. So I'm gonna show you what is exactly look like. See, so it's like this. Uh, can you get it? So I'm talking about these are the balls of the Chinese style buns. Can you guys see the pictures? Yes.
Is that
Yes.
BAO? Is
Yeah,
there
Baozi. Baozi.
Baozi?
Yeah, Baozi. So yeah, this thing and it's only like 2 kwai each, so it's super cheap. And we had different stuffings inside, and was a mixture of meat and the vegetables.
Now these are small, right? Like maybe
Um,
3 centis.
yeah, yes, and either it had the big ones like that, or like the medium size, or this one. When this in the steamer they have like 4, yeah, and then or like a even more like a smaller one like that. It came like with the 6 set of that.
What are the big ones called?
Big one. Well, it's just called a bao. It's like a baozi. That's it. It's like the big ones we I guess called da baozi. I don't know, the big baozi.
Oh, big Bowser.
Yeah. Um. Yeah, and then that's the most, I would say not the most, that's what I just say is the common thing that we eat for the breakfast as compared to the US that we have scrambled eggs, everything like that, right? And then this one is called the Chinese hamburgers, I would say. It's also like it's like the like a hamburger style, but it's from the Xi'an province. So basically, inside is they chop the meat, um, and then they have vegetables like bell pepper, things like that, and a mixture of that, and they have a sauce on it. So yeah, and then
Like an egg McMuffin.
exactly right. And these are the popular ones. That's a sloppy Joe.
It almost looks like an English muffin.
It kind of like, yeah, I would
Size.
say it's kind of like it. Yeah, and it's like different with that.
The Bauza in Indonesia, there's little push carts that park themselves in the traffic jams on the freeways and sell these things to people waiting in the stuck traffic. And kind of on the way home, traffic is so horrible that you basically usually have your dinner in the car waiting in traffic, and these guys are running around selling these buns. And then
Wow.
another guy comes around with a bucket of water, a bucket of cold water, and tea or whatever, selling either spring or mineral water or bottled tea or whatever.
Yeah, yeah, that's interesting part of that. I think right here, like in China, I think we don't have that like go into traffic and to go like that. Because over here, like everybody everybody don't own a car and everything. Because for me is when I was in the US, right, and the lifestyle was like I drive like to go to work or go to school. I got my own car for it. But right here I use a metro and then use DD. It's like a it's like what's that called? It's like a app you can call a cab. It's like an Uber app thing. Yeah, and then so like basically I use that, and you can just call it on your phone, and it's really super convenient. And then they will pick it up where your GPS located at, and then I spent about 100 kwai RMB for the metro every month, and then about 100 or 200 on the DD, the taxi or the taxi cab. Yeah, the application thing.
Look,
Yeah.
I hopefully I don't get this wrong.
Yeah.
Is it Xi Jinping, the girl who started she started a car company, and I'm not sure which car company it is. They're now going to partner with who's the big ride sharing that just bought out Uber? Is it Didi?
I think it's DD.
Yeah, Didi. They're going to start building cars purpose-built for ride sharing. It'll be the first electric car that's purpose-built only for ride sharing.
Wow.
Exclusively used by DD. And there's going to be a shift away from private automobiles, guaranteed. Now, can I share? How do I share a screen? Or can only you share the screen?
I think we all can share the screen, can we? Yeah. It's be on the bottom.
Oh, here. Well, I want to show you this. You were saying that you don't. Is this sharing now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you see that? That is a Beijing freeway toll booth. I mean, it makes LA look like Kansas. Okay.
Yeah,
So,
that's what happened. Like
so
this
don't say,
thing
"Oh, we don't
happened.
have that many cars." Everybody doesn't have a car, you know. There
Yeah,
are-
but that's when it happens. Like during the holidays when they all trying to get out the
I'm
city
sure
and
that's
go.
every day. You probably don't live in the suburbs, Jerry. You probably don't have to drive home in the suburbs.
But
I bet you there's
yeah,
people that go through that every single day in Beijing,
well,
traveling
probably
3 to 4 hours out to
go to
their
work, something.
house, get home at
Yeah,
11:30 at night, dead tired.
yeah, yeah. But one like I don't think all like I mean every family, not all family have cars right now though, because I see a lot of people living in the hutongs, the alleys. They only have little bikes, um, bicycles and stuff to go around. And yeah, and then
Do they need
sometimes,
anything else though?
what do you mean by like anything
Do they
else?
need a car?
They need. I think they need one, but they don't own one. You know, they
See,
can't because they can like because in the hutongs, I think that they can bike around, and then because in the hutong is you can barely like
right.
get a car through. It's a one way for the
They
car.
have a lot of that in Jakarta here. Whereas
Yeah.
I have no idea if you buy a Land Cruiser how you could drive it anywhere because
Yeah, I was like, how you gonna park like a Hummer
yeah,
inside that?
you just Hummer, you
Yeah,
just drive over the other cars.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, so also what the
They
lifestyle
do
may
what
look like.
people do
Yeah,
in my city and take
yeah,
the
yeah. Hi, Mary. Welcome to join the chat. And also like well in China that students can like so for me when I was in the US, right, I do like a morning the shower thing, and then right now like right here like they don't have that the morning shower thing, and then they in China that we live in the like a little tiny, not a tiny like more a decent one, okay, and we don't have like a but bathtub, we don't have that, and then all we have the shower heads and stuff like that, and then so it's really completely different because I when I go to my grandparents' house that we they have the shower heads like that, and then just take the shower over there like that. But we don't have like a bus tub like in the U.S. We can all relaxing and like to chill a little bit in the bus tub, and that's kind of like a
Wait, it's
different,
like you can take
huh?
you can
Yeah,
take a shower like right
yeah.
there where the sink is and the toilet is, and yeah, that's
Yeah, like that. Yeah, and then it's all inside of like a one little tiny
Kind of it's called
room.
a wet bathroom, kind of like an
Yeah,
RV. An
yeah.
RV. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like all the sinks, like what you say, Susan, and like the toilet all in the same place. And
yeah. My
yeah,
apartment was like that in Korea,
yeah, and it's really like super
and I
common because
showered in my clothes
yeah,
by
and
accident,
then yeah, oh no, and then
like
it's
4 times,
really wow,
like
and
almost ready for work, and then I'm like, oh, nope.
oh no.
Oh.
Also this like the I think it's really common that they have like a set like that, like to call like a default set and for every houses right now. And yeah, because when I was in my grandparents house, my grandparents in law house, and then my auntie's house, and they all have like the same shower setup. They don't have a bus tub at all. So yeah,
Well,
and then yeah,
maybe if they have a nicer, bigger house, so like people have like separate
yeah,
things or something bigger.
yeah, yeah, maybe yeah. That's a really good point. And if they have like other houses, like a bigger house, they will do like the bus tub, everything like that. And well, in the city, for my family, we don't have that at all. So yeah, it's really kind of like like a difference between it. Because in US, I believe that every house have like a bus tub and then like a shower head. It's like a standard thing, right?
Nope, not every.
Not every,
Not
no.
every.
I
I had an
most
apartment.
of
It
them,
had a
right?
2-bedroom, just a
Would it
shower,
be
but
would it be
it's not.
most of them?
It's not where the sink is.
Yeah, it's like like a different
It's
room.
like
Yeah,
separate.
yeah,
You
separate.
have like the shower area you step into, which is separate from the sink
Right.
and the
Yeah.
toilet.
I put a bathtub in my house in this small city that I used to live in, and nobody knew what it was. I had to get the plumber from the hotel down there because the bathtub was, the drain was on this end. They put the water on the other end. You know, it's like, and I'm going, you know, it was crazy. And they didn't know how to plumb hot water. It was a mess. It was just horrible.
Funny thing is, my friend had a removable tub in her tiny little 1-room apartment, like studio apartment. She put
Yeah.
a temporary tub in her bathroom that had to sit like sideways against the wall when she wasn't using it.
I took my
Wow.
bathroom out of my apartment because I don't want to fall down. I hate stepping into them. They're dangerous to take a shower. I can just see here laying here for 3 days with a broken hip or something.
Now I have,
Wow.
oh God. Now I have a round tub that can't fill up because the water will get cold from the water tank, and a separate shower. Like they're two different things, the shower and the tub. They're next to each other. But if you fill up the tub, you're sitting in cold water.
So how long a shower can you take? 3 minutes?
No, it's long. It's just the tub is like a hot tub.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and then so so next I'm gonna talk about like what's on this kind of like a student side of a typical day for students. So I went to check it out. I took some pictures, and then I'm gonna show you guys. So here we go. And all right, wait, how I share this? All right, can you guys see this? So like in China, basically that we had in China they have 6 years of elementary school and 3 years of middle and 3 years of high school. And so I kind of like have, but there's like a two so I took two examples that in China they do that like and then that's the difference between the US. So when I was in the US, that I didn't do any of this eye exercising or like we have this to clean like the classroom every day, something like that. And then so these are the two major like the differences as compared between the US and in China. And then I remember when I was in China, I had to do the eye exercise because like it's either like you do like that and then you go like this and go like that. And there's like a 4 sets of this one. And then they will so basically during that time is everybody in the classroom that have to do the exercise. And then there will be like a loudspeaker. They'll say, I exercise round like set 1. So and then do start like 1, 2, 3, 4, and start doing that. And then also like after school, and there were like a cleaning team or we have to do the janitorial duty. So each day that we have a different team to clean the classroom, and each team have a team captain or team leader, and they will say, oh, on Monday I will take this one, on Tuesday I will take that one, and then on Thursday I'll take that, and later so on. And so we have to use the broom to clean the room, clean the floor, and clean the chalkboard, everything, and then so make like everything clean like that. And also I remember is we finished that after school was like we have to do like about 30 minutes, around 30 minutes to an hour to clean the classroom. And then each because we have like for to because in China is we have like the divisions, like grade 2 Sunnian, like grade 3 class 2. So we have like grade 3 class 4, grade 3 class 5, because we have so many students in the same grade. We have to separate in different classroom, and then for each classroom they have like a janitorial duties for each room, and it's really something interesting for it. Yeah. You guys any questions?
Did you miss any of it?
Me,
Yeah.
personally, yeah, I think either, well, if I got sick, yeah, I will miss it. And then, but if
No,
I was not
I mean
sick,
like
everything. Oh,
the
did I
eye
miss
exercise.
the eye exercise?
Like when you didn't do it.
Well, because when I was in the U.S., like,
Yeah.
well, yeah, that's a really good question.
Did you
Well,
offer to clean the school in the U.S. ever?
no, I did not clean anything like that. I would not offer at all. But this one is,
I
yeah,
didn't
this
know that.
one, yeah. I think we clean. I think we did not clean. We clean classroom because it was like the janitor's duties for it, right? For the
Oh yeah,
classroom.
Janitors. You just clean your desk, I guess.
Yeah, it's like you probably clean your desk out individual and stuff. But this one is like there's a team, like every day. It will be a different team every day to clean it, like for the classroom.
when I taught here in Jakarta, and I used to make my students clean because they just would throw everything all over. And
Yeah.
Indonesians are famously messy because there's so many domestic help people to clean up after you that they don't have to worry about that. But it's horrible in the school. But I think it builds character and builds responsibility to the child. But they'd never allow that in the States.
Yeah, that's not true. Yeah. And yeah, I think I kind of missed the eye exercise now, because I was in the U.S. for a long time, since I was there at 6th grade till I graduated from university, and then I only did in China. The classroom was like from 1st grade till 5th grade, and then
They
I
do that as older students. I always see younger students doing
Yeah,
it, so I didn't think.
Yeah, it was the only, like, I remember it was I did from 1st grade till all the way to the 5th grade, but I'm not sure for the middle school or the high school if they still continue doing the exercise, everything. Yeah, and so next one I'm gonna show you about, like, there's a thing called the Zao Tao. It's like the morning exercise, and then this thing. So it's kind of like in China, the classroom lasts about 40 to 45 minutes, right? And then there's 10 minutes between each break for every classes. And then I remember it was on Monday that when I was school, and then everybody had to gather at the state, not a stadium, was is it called a arena, like and or a stadium like that outside the school, and we have like and then we go do this like morning exercise, go like that, we go like that, and then after that the morning exercise every Monday, and we had to the school will have to raise the Chinese flag on it, and then during that period, and we have to like look at the flag go raise up like that, and then we had to sing the Chinese national anthem for it too as well. And after the ceremony was done, and we all go back to their own classrooms and start the class. Yeah. Hey, what's the how you do and and there's a super interesting that I captured. It was at during the metro when I was on the way to work, and you can see that right here, and the student was like all happy and stuff, go to school, and this mom, right, and you see how the backpack was like all packed out. It's super heavy because China to have a lot of like homeworks, books like that to carry like every day to school. And the mom was like, "Hey, this is too heavy, you know. They always want to take care of the kid, the students." So the mom like will wear the backpack and all the way to the school, and then at the school gate, and she will kind of will give to the students, kid. Yeah. Um. Also, we have. Do you know guys what this is? This called? Anybody want to answer it? No. Basically
The
that.
subway? Is that the subway?
Yeah, this is in the subway, and hold on. Yeah, that is in the subway where I captured it, and then we have we call this the yellow hat, 小黄猫, but it's called the safety yellow hat. And then right here it says 安全 is a pinyin of safe means safety. So why they want to wear this hat? Because during the way to the school, that they want people to let them know is the students crossing the street. So the driver or anything or the bikers that like let them know ahead of time they're wearing the yellow hat. So it's like a warning to them, say, hey, kids are crossing the street. We have students students right now are going to school. So let them know that don't like run over them, anything like that. And there are 3 types of the hat. For this one is you can wear during the spring or during the summer, and this one is the summer type is the visors, Chinese the 安全 hat, and this one is especially you can wear it during the winter time. You can cover your ears to it, and then so like this. And this is what happens after school. So I captured this one. It kind of remind me when my childhood back then was my friends, my classmates after school's activities. So basically, what's going on was that after school, some people want to hang out for a little bit, and then they're on over here. You see a lot of people like are taking out like the toys, like the stand from the vendors, and then it's really cheap. They have like little Pokemon balls they want to buy, and it's Chinese yo-yos thing, and it's really cheap ones too. And the kids are super interested about these toys. And then the parents would behind them is like, hey, can I buy this one, Dad? Can I buy this one, Mom? And then if they say, mom say or dad say yeah, and then they can like buy it, and they want to share it and stuff. And also, yeah. And then when I saw like when I on the way to capture this picture, and then I walk way through it, and then they have like Pokemon characters, some little Chinese little figures, also like a yo-yo thing, and then they have like different toys, like little tiny toys and things like that. Yeah. And then they always
They were like hall monitor hats or like road crossing hats.
Yeah,
Volunteers. Volunteers.
I think for the volunteers hat, they will wear it is a mixture of like a yellow on the front, and then on the side of it is like an orange looking thing. For the volunteers who want to volunteer in the metro. But yeah, and then also for like a what I'm saying is for the bigger adults, no, for bigger teens, students, they don't have to wear they stop wear the yellow hats. And always they usually this will happen after school. They were like, hey, let's go hang out to a cool places, and then those are the people like the students that have to wear like uniforms because they represent the school they attended to. And yeah, it was a really interesting like capture of this picture because I didn't have any experience like that when I was because I didn't go to the middle school in China. And then they were like, "Oh, let's go to my house to have fun a little bit, and then I'll do the homework together and stuff." And yeah, and do you have any like questions right now? Anything about?
Is everything swept so clean everywhere in China?
Mm, like super clean?
Well, I mean, there's no trash on the ground.
Yeah.
That would be very unusual for Indonesia. Okay.
Yeah, I guess they clearly they would have captured the picture, right? But some areas are super clean, some areas are not.
Now,
It really
is
depends.
that city workers, or would that be the store owners?
This one?
Well, yeah, I guess that guy.
Yeah,
That could,
that's the city cleaner
okay,
what we call the street cleaner.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've got
That one.
a whole army of those here that go around sweeping stuff, but
Yeah.
it doesn't keep up with the population that throws stuff on the ground.
Yeah, and we still can a lot of like trash and stuff, right? On the floor too. Um,
Now, do Chinese use, if there's a waste receptacle, will they use that waste receptacle?
yeah,
Or will
they
they
use.
ground?
Yeah, we have like a set of the trash bins, and then they have like non I remember was recycle, non-recycle. They have one in some area that have like battery, and then they have one for smoking, and then yeah, what else? I think that's the one I can remember of. And then and this is really like cool, like funny thing that even though they labeled it as recycle, non-recycle, or plastic, something like that, they just throw it everywhere, like they don't even care. Like it's really, really like
Here's a
funny.
weird question.
There's these
That
little cards,
happens in Korea. Like,
like massages are kind of a euphemism for
yeah,
prostitution
tattoos.
everywhere.
Yeah, tattoos
Man,
and
I
prostitution.
Can you not hear, Jerry?
no, what happened?
Can you hear?
Oh, you tell
My
you
internet like
tell him.
died.
Can you hear
Hello?
Susan? Can you hear Susan?
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear. Oh,
No, Jerry can't hear.
oh,
Okay,
weird. Can you tell
yeah.
him?
And
I
can you guys hear me?
I can hear you, Jerry. I don't know about anybody else. Leah,
Yeah.
I can hear. I can hear everyone.
Okay.
Mary?
All right. Cool. I'm sorry to miss the question because I had like the internet
type
just
it.
like picked out on me.
Well,
Sorry about
Jerry,
that.
if you were a teacher,
Yeah.
that would cost you $16 right there. Okay. And your
Oh no.
schedule would be
Okay.
locked.
I'll just say it again. So
Yeah.
he said in Jakarta they have it, in Korea they have it. Just guys on motorbikes who they throw like little cards for either massage or for tattoos or different things from their bikes, like from their motorbikes in the middle of the night, like advertising, or even pizza for like anything.
Mm-hmm.
When I was in
You wake up in the morning and there's a whole
when I
little.
was in Shanghai at 2 a.m, massage, mister? Massage?
Yeah.
I mean, it litters the ground everywhere.
Yeah, I see. Like I think I remember sometimes like on the way to work, I see the little flashcard looking things. They have like pizza delivery,
Yeah, like smaller than
like
business
massage
card.
service. Yeah, they had to, and especially like I remember there is one time that I was in the hotel room, and well they
Yeah,
didn't like knock the door, but they slipped the card like under the door.
Right.
This
Yeah.
like
Yeah, they do that, and yes, we have that in China, and then it usually
It was
happens. Yeah, like it usually like happens. Like I remember was like in the hotels a lot, like hotel rooms.
Right.
Now, yeah, and oh yeah, and if you go, also there's one thing like super like different than the U.S. to China is they have the little if you go to the buildings to the like home buildings where people live at, you have like from first floor all the way to like 13th floor. If you go instead of use the elevator, use the stairs, and then a lot of people have like they will like they will well not graffiti it how you say it like they will have the little paying thing and they say hey this is the plumber's Mr. Plumber, they call this number to get your sewers all fixed. Have this number thing like they will like put like on the wall, things like that. It's really like crazy. And it's like they have like on the wall they will print like locksmith. Call this number, you get your lock fixed, your door opened.
Oh, in the elevator?
Yeah, not on the elevator, on the stairways, like go up the stairs. Cause if you live like, cause some of the buildings where they live, right, and then the apartments building they have up to like 14th or three or like 15th floor, like or 18th floor, and then if you go like not right in the elevator but go the stairs, cause if you have people who live on the first floor, to sixth floor, sometimes they don't use the elevator, right? But they use the stairs. So in the stairways, like all the way go up thing, and then you can see a lot of like the advertisement that printed on the wall, and that was super interesting because I see that a lot too. Because where I live, we have the people who do that too. It's like everywhere. It's like color like red, blue, black, painted, everything. It's like call this number, get that fixed. It's a lot of stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay. I don't think Susan can.
When I was in Shanghai, I think I
Okay. Fine.
stayed at a really nice Airbnb. It was an Airbnb. Guys in the
Yeah.
front, like, I'm like, please don't ask me any questions about where I'm staying. I don't think it was legal for more than a day, but they had the taxis or the black cars pick you up under the first level, and I didn't know, so I kept trying to wait for them at ground level, and my host was like, no, you have to go -1. Like, I'm like texting, and he's like, no, it's
Yeah.
below. So I kept missing the cars, and he's getting so upset with me, and I'm like, you didn't say -1. He's like, yes, I did.
Yeah.
He's like, oh. So I don't know if that's common in nicer areas to like have them go to like the underground floor and wait, but I never seen it before.
Well, yeah. Well, sometimes, cause for me, when I take the DD app, and then for me is I usually for like if you go, I will usually like get out the building or get out to the restaurant, and then I will pinpoint the GPS on the street instead of like go like in the basement or anything like that. So it might be a little bit like for the driver and be a little bit like a confusion is like where this at. Sometimes it's like they will have no idea where's the location, so just cancel the trip.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I
Yeah.
thought, but I guess it was just a rule there or something that they had to go under in the parking
Uh-huh.
garage.
Yeah. Because for me is I never got picked up under the basement of the garage before because I really do my app and open the app to get a DD thing at the ground level, and then so if they arrive, if they say I'll be here in a minute, or they will call me and say, is this the right GPS, is the right location? I will say yeah, I'm on my way to get out from the door. Yeah.
The
Yeah.
worst part was I could go down in the elevator, but then I couldn't go back up again. Like I
You
didn't
couldn't
have
go
a
back up?
key. No, I could
Right.
go down. Like the elevators were one way unless you had a key.
Wow, that's interesting.
When
Yeah.
I got down there, I was like, oh, I need to go back up and be like, where's this car? But I was able to contact
And
on the app.
also like one's the difference like between the um China and the US that we for the like the pickup truck, for example, right? And we like in China, I barely like see one or two pickup trucks. Like I'm talking about like the Chevy, the F-150s, Dodge Rams, those kind of thing, like the truck ones. And it's so rare that I see one because they consider in China they consider truck as like like a big what's that called?
A motorcycle with a box on the back.
Yeah, and they consider that like a 18-wheeler thing. But and then so they say it's not like a family style for the truck, and then they can only drive that truck thing, pickup truck, um, like outside of the fourth ring,
Country.
yeah, or the fifth ring in China. So you cannot go in the city. They labeled the pickup truck as a real like big truck. Yeah. Yeah,
So
it's really
explain the ring. I missed the fourth, like the different rings around the city.
yeah the city. Yeah, so in China, that we start with we start with the second the ring we call it Erhuan is the round circle for the city like to travel around, and we have Sanghuan is bigger, and the fourth is bigger, and then the fifth one is like bigger. So if you during the ring, it's like a highway, not a highway, it was like a freeway, I would say, and they have no traffic light, everything like that. But if you go on and have bridges to cross, everything like that, and then so I'll give you like a picture what exactly I'm talking about. Uh, let me see if I can find it. They told. I think was it the help? Yeah. I'm just gonna find an image of this. Let me see. Yeah. Here. Wait. Wait. Can you guys see it? It's not like that clearly though. Let me try. Let me find it real quick. Yeah. So I'm talking about like I will try. I will use the Chinese. I'll use the Chinese Google. We call it Baidu. I'll pin this real quick. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, like this. And in China, this is the center. This the wait, oh, crap. Okay, right here. Yeah, and in the center is a Tiananmen, it's the center of the Beijing. Tiananmen is the Tiananmen Square, and then if you go down, it will be the Forbidden City. So in Beijing, that's the most center area, and then streets this the San Juan right here, and they built it around the Forbidden City. So these are the roads, like the big one, the rings, and this the right here is the R1, right over here. So that's the R1, and then you see this the fourth one, right over here, and this one
I think you
So
should
there's
point
different
out
rules
how
for
absolutely
each
huge all that stuff
ring,
is.
like each area.
I mean, it's just massively big, large.
yeah, it's really really large one.
Where's CCTV is on this? Is it on the second road?
CC
CCTV building is on, I believe it's,
I think on the second. I was on the second. It's like between second and the third ring.
yeah, but it's over to the right.
Yeah.
Keep going, one more.
Like
And down. It's keep going. It's right around in there. It's right around in there.
yeah, it's like a map. I think maybe I can find you some good ones though. Oh, that's the district. No.
The residential areas that are on those roads are just gigantic. I mean, the scale compared to what we're used to in the States, these residential towers and stuff are just massive.
Yeah. Okay. Would that be a better one? This is just a map.
Can you show satellite from there?
Satellite. Let me see. Pages. Satellite. Where are you? That like this?
That would be Street View.
Street. That's maybe this.
Maybe that. I don't know. Yeah, there you go. So going close on some of those streets. I mean, it's just gigantic. Wow. Where are we?
That's the Tiananmen.
Amazing.
Yeah.
From outer space.
And it's the Tiananmen right here. And then if you go all the way, and that's the Forbidden City. Start right here. This is the Forbidden
okay.
City.
Oh, there. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then all the way like that. And that's the gate. That's the Forbidden City right there. This is the super center, like the central of China, Beijing. That's this whole area right here. See,
I
that
wonder how
is
often they
the
update.
Forbidden City. For the map, I am not sure like how often that they update for the map. Yeah. Do you guys have any like questions? Anything? Nope. So what do you guys think? Like some of the difference that from the student point, what they say, or like was what the student talk about, like during classes.
Some
Well,
of the students,
Yeah, go ahead, Lee.
I was just going to say, some of the students, as far as going to school, some of them, but not all of them, said that they go home for lunch.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
most of the students live, close to the schools, and they're able to go home for lunch. And then some of them said that they like kind of take a nap or, do whatever and then go back to school. So how long is that? How long is that time period?
The lunch break,
Uh-huh.
it will be 1 hour. I remember. It was a 1 hour lunch break because I remember that when I was still in elementary school, right? And then I did 1 month of go home lunch and 1 month for stay at school for lunch. So I wanted to taste like what's the difference between stay home, go home for it, or stay in school. And so I figured out like was for go home lunch is for me it was like 5 minutes of walk or 10 minutes of walk to go home, and then so my grandparents had to go prepare for the lunch, and then the only good thing I can watch a little bit of TV while at home right for lunch. That's it. And then after it's like you only have about 20 or 25 minutes to get everything done, and then after then you have to go back to school before they close the gate. And so only I would say, yeah, you can watch a little bit of TV, and then you have the home style cooking for the food. And so I did stay at school for lunch. Well, for that we don't for my school that we didn't have like a cafeteria, anything like that. You can go like to check which one you like. They will pay the catering for every month. I did a catering for a month, and then we have like a list to sign up, like who wants to stay at school or who want to go home. So I was in the stay school list, right? So I have my name on it, and then they will say, so Jerry, you pay this amount of money, and then you get your food. So I got paid the total amount for the month, and then every day from Monday through Friday during lunchtime, the catering will bring all the food, like a set of meal will bring it to you, and then all you do is just like you open it and just eat it, finish everything, and then you can the stay school lunch is, well, for me it was, I can hang out with my friends a lot because they're all there for staying school because they live kind of far away, so they will stay for a school lunch, and then you can take a nap, and then you can go do homework, everything like that, and then as well as we can play games, go outside to go play around the school and something like that. I mean, it's more like I remember it was like you have plenty of time when you at school, and instead of just go home because you have to go home, go back, go home, go back, for waiting for the lunch. So either way, I mean, I have a good experience of it on both sides, for either stay home or stay at school. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah. Do you have any other questions?
So you were saying that. So does each school have a gate? You were talking about a gate.
Yeah, each school there's a gate for each school. Here, let me see if I can maybe I can show you like maybe this one help. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So it's something here. Wait. All right. So you can see this. You have a gate like this.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're late and the gate will close, that's the only bad thing about it. And then if you're close, and then you have to go here to talk to this guy right here, the guard. You say, "Oh, can I get in real quick?" And so they will open this. This is a fully closed one, so they will open it a little bit just let you get in. Yeah.
Wow.
This
Okay.
is my. I remember this. This is my elementary school, but they back then it wasn't like that. It was like different. It's like new construct. I think they build everything new now. Yeah, for yeah. So it's shown. Let me see. Shown.
And there'd be like sports, like courtyard and stuff right there inside the gate.
Yeah. Show. Yeah. Show sport. Yeah. Courtyard. Show. 操场吧，应该叫yeah. So what does it look like is 学校操场 yeah, like it's like this. If you go inside,
Some of those are really big for
Yeah,
school.
it is big.
yeah, but this is like more like a university or middle school. For elementary school, it's a little bit smaller as compared to this ones. Yeah.
So middle school is from what grade? Is it the same as
Middle school is elementary is from first grade to sixth grade. Middle school is 7th, 8th, 9, and then 7th, 8th, 9. The high school is 10, 11, 12. Yeah.
Okay.
10, 11, 12.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Do you guys any other questions? No? No question? All right. And thank you guys for coming to the Chinese culture chat. And then I guess I'll see you guys. Yeah. Thank you, Darcy. Thank you.
you.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Yeah. Guys have a good one. All right.
Guys.
Bye bye.
Right.
Coach, you need to go home. I need to go home too.